Hi.
Meg. What's tea, Meg? What's going on, girl?
God, you look amazing for self-quarantine. What is happening? Is this your just normal?
Everything and all things, honey. It is never a boring moment when you're hanging with Miss Quad. You knew that 5 years ago, and it still reigns supreme to this day. How are you, dear?
I am so good. I remember you being one of my first interviews at Bravo, and when you walked in, I was just like, first of all, like I couldn't stop thinking her body is insane.
Thank you, Meg. This
Also,
is body. I always say this.
But the body.
Thank you, Pumpkin. Listen. But baby, let me tell you something. I always say, Buddy by Jesus, presented by Quad. Don't believe the hype, honey. Good hair is all fake, honey. This is a whole wig, honey. And these eyelashes, whole eyelashes, they're fake boots down to the floor. But let me just say, my nails, they're fake too. But let me tell you, when it comes down to my body, my breasts, my waistline, my hips, my thighs, my butt, it's all mine. So it is Body by Jesus, presented by Quad. I love to say I'm cute in the face and slim in the waist, and that's just what it is.
I am waiting for Jesus to do some work on you. For you, I think he stopped.
Ask him, honey. First. Let me tell you something. You better ask about him. Let me tell you, anything that you ask for, and if you're sincere in the heart and you have faith, he's got you. He's never, ever, ever forsaked me, not even yet.
Okay, the glam. I have to know. Did you do this yourself?
Now, I did my hair myself. I did my hair. Well, first of all, let me just talk to you about this good hair, honey. This hair is everything. Get into her, honey, with this platinum highlights. Get into the fall face first. So my hair, the wig itself is made by Lace by Vontae. And then I came through tonight and put a little flat iron on it. You know what I'm saying? I put the Kimball flat irons and made sure that it was nice and neat and pressed, honey, pressed with no stress. Okay. And then my makeup artist did come by. She had her hand sanitizer. It's a Lysol shower at the door, honey, when you come to my house. Okay. And then she had her, baby, let me tell you something. That is my best friend. That is the new fragrance, honey. It is not Jimmy Choo. No, it is not Tom Ford. Fabulous. It is not that. It is Miss Lysol. That is the fragrance in my household. And she had her gloves on and her mask and everything, and she did my makeup tonight. So that's that. I have had a good time with Bravo tonight. I have been very busy with the girls of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I have perched up on the couch and watched the girls, honey, give it a whirl. I think they did a good job tonight, and I also watched Married to Medicine LA. Shouts out to my girl in LA. My girls, they're doing their thing.
Yeah, the first 2 episodes so far have just delivered completely of Married to Medicine LA. I'm loving it. I know the fans are loving it. What do you feel like is the biggest difference between the LA ladies and the Atlanta ladies?
Well, you know that you got to, and I know a lot of people are comparing the LA ladies to us Atlanta girls, but you have to remember we've been in the game for 7 years. It's different. You kind of got to get your feet wet. You kind of got to, test the waters and see what's going on. You kind of got to find your way. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that's what they're doing in LA. I will say, I think they have. They are showing themselves to be their own group. They're not trying to follow in our footsteps. They're not trying to be in our shadow. They're carving their own way out. So I understand that, but I just want them to make sure that they captivate the people, that they hold the people, and that they make the people love them just as much as they love the Atlanta girls.
Yeah. You know, aside from you, Heavenly has been making quite the splash, and I know that you do a really amazing Heavenly impression. And I was wondering if you could give us a little bit.
Oh, Lord Jesus, honey, Miss Heavenly, Heavenly Kynes, honey. Kynes is extremely hilarious, I think, personally. But Kynes is always in some shit. He stays in some shit. You understand what I'm saying? And Kynes is like, I don't know why y'all put me in it. I don't be in nobody's mess. I ain't nobody's business. So y'all put me in some shit. I ain't in nobody's business. We just gonna praise Jesus. I don't have nothing to do with it. I don't have nothing to do with it. You have everything to do with it, Heavenly, because you start the shit. You're always starting it. But it's awesome.
The best impression I've heard ever, because Dear God, that was spot on.
What you called me? It's you. I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
It's her. She's my friend, so I know her, you know. So she's always saying, you know, how she's not in it. Yeah, I ain't got nothing to do with it. I ain't got nothing to do with it. Y'all trying to put me in some shit. I didn't even say, honey, we're just going to praise Jesus. We're just, you know, I'm very blessed. We're all blessed. We're all blessed. We're just going to praise Jesus. Y'all trying to put me in some shit.
It's also the laugh, though. The laugh is so good.
But who is y'all? You got to ask, who's y'all? Who's y'all? Who's y'all? You understand? I just love Daddy. I just know I love Daddy. To see, I got a man.
Oh my gosh. So we saw that you gave Jazmin some constructive criticism on her sort of like her hostessing, maybe a little bit.
Right. So listen, Jazz and I hit it off from the beginning. You know, I think even last year when Jazz was having some challenges, although Asha and I are still really good friends, I did not like certain things that transpired between the two of them. And I was able to be there for Jazmin to give her some word of advice. And, you know, because she felt pretty much like they were all jumping on her about her husband and where is he. And it's not, listen, child. That man said he is working extremely hard. He ain't got time to be playing with these people, child. He don't know the children. He ain't trying to play with them. You know, it's hey and goodbye. You understand? And the man just might be really that busy. So I think people are giving her a lot of flack. I think we're going to see a lot of that this season, Married to Medicine LA season 2. But yes, I did. Here's the deal. I want Jazmin to be extremely successful on her own. She's married very well. Okay, she's a smart girl. She is, make no mistake. And I'm not even talking about the aesthetics, because the aesthetics ain't got nothing to do with what's in your brain. Okay, but I just saw some little small nuances that I was like, okay, you know what? She has it was a lot. She laid it all out for us. And listen, I'm not here for the free stuff. I don't really do a lot of free things. You understand what I'm saying? I pay for everything that I have. I nobody else, me. I pay for everything that I have. But I think she was a great host. I think the property was very nice. There was just some small things, and I know people want to say, oh, Quad was throwing shade. Oh, she said, no, what I was doing was elevating her. There was just some minute, small things that would have made although they were small, they would have made a big impact. You know, when you have women over, you want to have additional toothbrushes. You want to have sanitary things for women, whether it's tampons or I don't know, child. I don't know who wearing a maxi pad, child. Who is putting a banana between their legs? I don't know, but child, go ahead with it. But I'm just saying, you want to have those things. And I struggled with finding a wastebasket. There's a wastebasket in every bathroom in my home. I think Jazmin is a very beautiful girl. I think she has a great idea. I think she's on to something. But I would be remiss as her friend not to tell her, hey, it's just some little bitty small things. I'm not criticizing you. All I'm doing is adding to you. And as friends, you're supposed to pour into another person. So for all the people that think I was throwing shade at Jazmin, sit y'all asses down. Sit down.
Did you hear that, everyone? What are we drinking tonight?
Well, you know, now, then let me just tell you how my life has turned out.
Okay.
I don't drink vodka anymore. I'm actually drinking Hennessy with a splash of cranberry.
Oh, all right.
And it's very nice and refined. And I drink all the fancy wines and all of that too. I have all of that, and I have the Moet, and I have the Vouv, and I have all of the rah. But today I'm drinking on a hen. The hen has been my friend.
Quarantine Quad is just living it up.
Baby, quarantine Quad has not a problem, not a worry in sight. You know, I don't know if you guys had a chance to look at me when I went on to Bravo and we did some things it was the quarantine couture for the girls, and I gave the girls a little bit, you know, if I was going out into the world, honey, and being very busy, these are the things that I would wear. And then we did quarantine cuisine with Miss Quad. So I've been having so much fun with Bravo. It's been great. And then to be with you tonight, Meg, I can't ask for anything more.
Well, I am so happy that I got the chance to talk to you. And I hate to say it, I have to talk to some of the other ladies now, but I could do this.
Well, no, I think you should. Honey, say hi to the girls. Hi, girls. Hi. You all do well. Please watch Married to Medicine LA. I think, we're going to be in for a big surprise this season with them. I think it's going to be great. Get to know the girls. I think a lot of times people are kind of like pinning them against the Atlanta girls. And honestly and truly, we're very, very, very different. But try to dig a little deeper, exercise your patience a little bit more, and get to know those girls. They're pretty fun.
Yeah.
I love LA, honey. I'm over there with LA doing my crip walk, honey. I'm over there with Dr. Dre and Tupac in the city of LA. I love it. I love it. So shouts out to homegirls of LA. And with that being said, I'm about to roll out. I want to remind everyone that my birthday is Wednesday. It is Taurus season, Meg.
Happy early birthday.
It is Taurus season. Thank you, babe. We're going to do some big things. I think I'll have a quarantine quad birthday bash.
Yes. More Hennessy, I hope.
Oh, God, yes. And a lot more libations. And Eric says he needs to get the book. Honey, I'm confused because I don't understand why he hasn't gotten the book yet. I'm confused.
I am going to ream him out after this and ask him what his problem is.
You got me?
Yeah.
Oh, you got me. You're going to hold me down?
Of course.
Okay.
Thank
All right.
you.
Well, listen, I think we got Toya coming up next. I think we got Leah coming up next. I think we got Shanique coming up next. Get into the girls, honey. Get into the girls.
Okay. Bye. Love you.
Bye, Meg.
Hi, Toya.
What's going on, girl?
How are you? But more importantly, how is your closet?
Oh, man, I'm just chilling in here. This is where we hide when we got to get away from it all. You know what I'm saying? So I had to come down here and lock the door. But just a minute ago, I was like literally on my live. I heard a baby screaming. I ran out the closet. Was like, what the hell? And my husband was like, you do know you're on live, right? I was like,
Happy Mother's Day, by the way.
thank you. Happy Mother's Day to you. Are you a mommy?
Fur babies only.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a mommy too, because my fur baby be pooping and peeing all over this house. So I feel like I'm a straight up mommy of a fur baby. Yeah, all day. He needs a diaper. She needs a diaper. Yeah.
How are you feeling about these first 2 episodes of Married to Medicine LA?
You know what? Actually, I'm feeling really good about them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't feel too bad. I mean, I love, I love the girls of LA. I liked going down there. I love meeting Kendra for the first time. That girl right there, she turned me out the day I met her. I was like, she's energetic. She got backbone. She checked heavenly ass. I was like, girl, you're in there. Okay. You're a part of the crew. All right. Jazz, I loved her. She was beautiful. As Heavenly said, she had brains, but I already knew that beauty and brains went together because we have that on lock over here. So it was like, it was all good, but I liked them. I loved it. So it's so far the episodes has been good.
I have to imagine, since they're newer to this and you guys have been at it for a while, did they come to you with questions or wanting advice about doing a Bravo show?
You know what? Honestly, last season we spoke with a couple of girls, and this season I spoke with Shanique. So yeah, they do, but mostly it's about, how much of themselves can they be? You know what I mean? And the editing, stuff like that. And, but I always tell them the same thing, when you start off, just whoever you are, just be that girl. You know what I mean? Don't change into somebody else. You know what I mean? Because I think that's what happens. A lot of people, they get on television and then they try to become who they think the audience wants them to be, or whoever, their castmates try to, talk them up to be. Because, like, for example, if you have a castmate that's constantly saying things like, oh, Toya wants to be like Jazz. Mm. Those type of castmates, those haters, or those people that are always trying to make you into somebody that they think you should be, and then you end up trying to be that person, but it's like, why aren't you good enough? So I just always tell them, girl, if God made you one way, just be that way.
I forgot who it was, but I remember a Bravo celebrity came onto the podcast and kind of said the same thing. They said, The problem is if you try to be someone you're not in your first season, it's going to catch up with you in your second season.
Oh, it's going to catch up in your second, third, fourth. I mean, the people can see you, okay? Right. And all they're going to see is, they're going to be like, oh my God, she's a fraud. You know, who is this person? Did she change her notes? Like, her cheek's different.
Oh, the second season glow up is my favorite thing, where it's just like, oh, everybody analyzed your face all first season. I get it now.
Okay, it is crazy. And it's like they're sitting there talking about some, and they the main ones. Girl, you fat. Girl, you do know you was fat first season, right? You do know you was like hella fat. Okay, I mean like hella fat. Okay, like we got your pictures when you tried out for the show. Okay, like you was like real big, but it's okay. It's okay. You know.
Are you thinking of someone in particular?
No, not at all. Not you.
Not at all.
Not at all. Not never. No.
What do you like LA? Did you like the visit out there? Is it somewhere?
Girl, so let's be clear. I have a homegirl in LA. She was actually on this episode. She was in the background. She had the little afro thing going on with the little pants and the cute little shape. So I love LA because I climbed a little mountain. It kills me every time. You know, but we had fun when we went out there. You know, I went to a little party. Wendy was throwing a party out there that weekend, and we turned up. And honestly, I have a good time every time I go. So, it's a very different vibe from Atlanta, New York. I mean, it gives me something every time I go. So I have a good time.
How would you say the vibe is different?
From Atlanta?
Yeah.
I think that, in Atlanta, it's kind of like, number one, in Atlanta, we party all night. We like to close it down around 4, 5. LA closing down at like 1:30. It's going to bed. Streets is dead. So it's a very different vibe. That shopping is different. You can do a nice little rodeo, over there. But over here, what I'm saying, you're going to Lenox or Phipps. Yeah, that's about it.
I like it.
So over there, you got a little more options, I think, if I really want to go to the spot, I'm probably not going to one in Atlanta.
Got it.
Not at all. Y'all got the nice little hotel sets. Ain't no hotel sets over here. Yeah. So it's, it's different. Yeah.
So I, by the way, loved your look at Dr. Britton's birthday party. And I was wondering if it feels like you have pressure now, because you do have that closet that everyone knows about to constantly fill it.
My closet is full. I mean, to be honest with you, you know what? I honestly donate a lot of my clothes every season. I go through, I take everything out and I give it away. I'm a shopaholic a little bit. I mean, it's like retail therapy for me. It's full. I actually just asked my builder if he could build another area for longer dresses. I mean, that's what I do. I really do get off on it. Do you know how many tennis skirts I have? Let me show you something. Let me show you this right here. I have a problem. Look, let me show you. I just started taking tennis lessons, okay? But you would think.
Oh my God.
You would think.
What are you doing?
You would think I am a pro. Do you understand me? It's serious. I have 6 pairs of tennis shoes. Why? I don't know. Do you understand?
It's serious. You better be playing tennis every day.
I do. I play like 5 days a week. It's serious. I had to carve out a section for tennis gear. Like, I don't need to fill this closet anymore. It's serious. It is.
So how are you dealing with quarantine life? What are you up to these days?
So, I mean, to be honest with you, Atlanta is pretty much open. I mean, I went to Whole Foods the other day. I had my mask on, and I decided to drive through a little, you know, like open area. And there was a restaurant that was off the chain. People sitting outside having wine, and I was scared. I was like, oh, okay, y'all tripping. As far as we are concerned, me and my husband, we're not ready to do the restaurant life yet. But we are, you know, but we are in a place where we feel like if we've been around certain friends and they've been healthy, you know, for the last month, 2 months, and we've been healthy, you know, we feel like, okay, the healthy has been healthy and we can be around the healthy. You know, the sick, yeah, not so much, you know. So we haven't really had any problems with quarantining because we've just kind of been in our own little bubble, and that's about it.
Yeah. So from your time hanging out with the LA women, I want to know, who do you predict will bring the most drama this season?
I don't think there would ever be a Married to Medicine without the wives. I just think we fun, you know, and I think, to be honest, I think, you know, when you look at the doctors, you know, they're like, I don't drink. you know, I don't have any fun. I just go to work. You know, what do they do all day? You know, I gotta go to work. Well, take your ass to work, because seemingly that's what you do for fun.
Right.
You know, it's amazing to me where that's all they talk about, of how much they just love to work. Then what the hell do you do for fun? So how are you gonna have any drama if all you do is work? You know? So really and truly, when you ask about drama, I guess it's gonna be us that bring it.
All right, so we should be looking out for the wives this season, is what you're
Pretty
saying.
Pretty much. And maybe Kendra. Look, and maybe Kendra. Look,
coming and talking to me about this episode, last week's episode. I'm excited for this season. I love anytime we get a chance to see the Atlanta Married to Medicine ladies. And I'm going to let you enjoy the rest of your Mother's Day.
Thank you.
Bye.
See you later.
Hey, girl.
Hello, hello. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. You just got off with my bestie.
I did, your BFF. So can you describe your friendship with her in like 5 words?
I would say sisterhood. We're parallel. We are supportive. We are non-competitive, and we are winners.
Love that. That was really good.
Yeah.
Now, because you guys don't live in the same city, how often do you get to see each other?
Oh my gosh, when she lived in Florida, all the time. We would literally drive down like literally every 2 or 3 months. And our kids are like close to the same age, so it was like perfect. Now she's in California, it's so much less. And plus, I'm finishing up my program in Asheville, so not as much as I like, but as soon as I finish, I'm going to be out there all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, besides seeing Britten, what is your favorite part about going out to LA?
The weather.
Yeah.
The weather is one, and people are like so laid back. Like, I feel like everybody wears flip-flops and like khaki shorts or like proper attire for a wedding, a funeral, like anything. Essentially,
right.
They're like, everybody is so chill and laid back. I love that.
That's what I was talking to Dr. Heavenly about. I was like, what is the biggest difference between the LA crew and the Atlanta crew? Do you think it's that sort of laid back mentality?
Love it. And like, even they will wear, I mean, things that you would typically not associate with like a doctor, like short shorts and their bellies out. And so, I mean, even in the first episode, you noticed that I like pulled out my clothes from the back of the closet, and I was like, I gotta bring out my LA gear. So yeah, for sure.
What can you tease about tonight's episode for anyone who's watching right now? Why should they tune into tonight's Married to Medicine LA Season 2 premiere?
If they liked last season, they are going to love this season. Tonight's episode essentially gives you a little snippet of what all the new ladies have to offer, and it gives you like an explosion of more for the ladies who stayed on from last year. So
an explosion of more. I like
more, because I think you just got a little bit last season from them, but you're gonna get like so much more. So
yeah, okay, all right, I'm excited.
Absolutely.
With everything that's going on in the world right now, shout out to you and all of the other healthcare workers, I mean, truly, it's frontline workers are out there, and it's incredible. Is there anything that you want to share to those people who are working on the front lines?
I'm so grateful that, one, I became a physician more so than I ever did before. And I've changed my career to become, to go into public health. But I will say to all the people working on the front line, not just the doctors, the nurses, the medical assistants, the lab techs, the cleaning staff, thank you so much for everything that you do. We couldn't do what we do without everyone. We all work as a team, and it takes everybody, including the patients and the family members who sometimes have family members that they can't go into the hospital to see, who are at the end of life, and understanding that it's painful for us to see patients suffer alone. And we do identify and feel their pain. And it just makes it so much, I guess, better to know that we are all together. We're all going through this whole thing together. We're sad, we're also invigorated, and we're so energized about what we do, but we also want to make sure that patients understand, especially people who have lost loved ones. Our heart goes out to you, and we do our best. But, I just want to say thank you to everybody, the whole world, and even the people who stay at home. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes, that's amazing. That's amazing. A lot of people are commenting. Thank you so much. You got some thumbs up from Dr. Heavenly.
Thank
Before
you.
tonight's episode, do you guys in the comments have any questions for Dr. Contessa? We have just a few minutes before the next episode starts. Haha Sweet says, Dr. Contessa is our next Surgeon General.
Yes. People, and you know what's crazy? Last year, people were like, what is that? This year, everybody knows. So it's just amazing how 1 year changes everything, right?
It's so true. It's so true.
I do have a message for people. We have a shortage of people working in public health. If anyone is, like right now, they're kind of going through this motion of, I want to change careers, I want to do something different. Or if even they're mentoring young people who are figuring out what they want to do, consider public health. It's more than doctors. We need people from the beginning, from the one end to the other. So please consider public health.
That's amazing. All right. Any more comments for Dr. Contessa? We have just a few minutes before season 2 of Married to Medicine LA starts.
The drama is coming. The drama is coming.
The drama is coming.
You can't tell. I can't tell, but that first episode is so good.
I mean, I did watch tonight's episode just so I could know what was going on, and believe me,
my mouth was agape, and I was there.
Right. You're like, what's going on at one point?
I was speechless, and I talk all the time. So honestly, it's beginning to end. Don't miss a moment. It's going to be fantastic.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Contessa, for joining us. We're so excited about this season.
Bye-bye, everybody.
See you soon.
Thank you guys for continuing to support us. We really, really love you, and thank you.